Hey, everybody. I am so honored to have you here with me. Welcome to day one of our 3-day rest and reset yin yoga experience. This is a journey to help you come back home to your body. If you are new to me, hi, I'm Heather Lincolns. I am a yin yoga teacher and I guide psychics, spiritual healers, and energy sensitives back home to their body. So today we begin with ground and arrive, and this is all about just slowing down enough to feel yourself again. If you are new to yin yoga, this is a quiet, still, floor-based practice where we hang out in our shapes for about 3 to 5 minutes, using a lot of pillows, blankets, cushions, yoga bolsters, and blocks if you have them. This is not about how a shape looks. We're not here for that Instagram worthy yoga post. We are here to really just get present in the body, to open up some spaces, to create space, and really just be present with yourself. So, like I said, we're going to use lots of props, pillows, blankets. I have a yoga bolster here and some yoga blocks. If you don't have those, it's okay. Whatever you have on hand is A-O-freaking-K. And whenever you are ready, we can go ahead and get started. So I would love for you to come lay on the floor, on your mat, whatever space that you have created for this experience. Coming down onto your back, the feet to the earth, knees bent. I invite you to allow the feet to walk out a little bit wider than the hips. And then allow your knees to fall in towards each other on the inside of the knees, or just gently resting against each other. If it feels good for you, you can have a pillow or a folded up blanket underneath the head. Find wherever it feels good for your arms to be, whether that's down by your sides, hands on the body if that feels good for you, up overhead. Again, explore in whichever place for your arms feels good for you here. As we take some time to settle into our bodies. If it feels good for you, you can close the eyes down, or you can just soften the gaze. And just bring your awareness to your breath. Just your natural breathing here. Maybe start extending the exhales and allow the body to be soft here. Starting at the feet, they're just gently resting on the earth, softening the calves. The knees are gently resting together, allowing your thighs to soften. Relaxing the hips, the whole back to the earth. Softening the upper back and the shoulders to the earth. And the back of the head. Feeling yourself being held by the earth beneath you. I invite you to take notice of how does the air feel on your skin that is bare. Compared to how does your skin feel underneath a layer of fabric? How does your skin feel underneath multiple layers of fabric? I invite you to begin to bring your awareness to the spaces of your body that are resting on the earth. The toes, the balls and heels of the feet, the hips, the upper back, the shoulders, the back of the head, places of your arms that may be resting on the earth. How do these spaces feel compared to spaces of your body that are not touching the earth? Maybe the arches of the feet, the back of the legs, maybe the small of your lower back, the space of the back of the neck, that is not touching the earth. Settling the body down, softening the muscles. Bringing the awareness back to your breath. Just your natural breathing. And when you are ready, you can just gently roll over onto your side. I invite you to maybe hang out here in this fetal position, this neutral space for just a moment. And just check in with how you are feeling. Is there any lingering sensations from being in constructive rest? How is your body feeling now? As we travel through our yin practice today, using slow and intentional movements throughout our entire practice, even when transitioning from one shape to the other. When you are ready, you can gently push the floor away. And now we are going to come into what is called butterfly pose. And now with this shape here, we allow the soles of our feet to come together and our knees to fall out open, creating that butterfly wing shape. But our thigh bones are like the heaviest bones in the body. So I really invite you, if you have yoga blocks, to bring them in to rest the knees on. In our yin yoga practice, we really are looking just for sensations about 40 to 50%. We're not trying to go balls to the wall, maybe with super intense sensations. We really want to be able to soften our body into this and allow those sensations to marinate over the time that we are in these shapes, since we sit in them for 3 to 5 minutes. So please bring in yoga blocks to rest underneath your knees. You can use, stack of pillows, folded up blankets, a yoga bolster, whatever you need, okay? Explore here, bring in all the yummy props. Allow the knees to fall open. And you can play with how close your feet are towards your body. You can even slightly move them away. That might be a little bit softer on your body. It might feel better for you. You can bring them up closer. Again, explore these shapes to see how they feel in your body. And when you're ready, then we're going to go ahead and fold our chest over to come towards our feet. Allow your upper back to round. Allow the back to round, your shoulders to soften. Allow the head to hang. You can bring in maybe a yoga block to rest your forehead on here. You can hold your forehead in your arms. Bring in any props that you might need here across the feet to rest your upper body on, to really allow the body to soften and open up in this shape here, in this butterfly shape. Taking a nice slow breath in. As you exhale, allow yourself to soften. Breathing into the sensations you may be experiencing here, maybe on the inside of the thighs, the low back, whatever you may be experiencing here. Allowing the sit bones to anchor into the earth, the thighs to soften, the upper back to round and soften. The mind will wander. That is completely normal. We are human. It is what is supposed to do. If you notice that your mind has wandered to your to-do list or what you have to do later or what you did yesterday, give yourself grace and just gently bring your awareness to come back to your body, back to the sensations you may be experiencing in your butterfly shape. When you are ready, you can gently roll up, coming back up to a seated position. I invite you to slowly guide your knees to come back together. You're more than welcome to maybe sit here and with your knees bent, or if the legs straight out in front of you feels good. Just give yourself a moment here after coming out of butterfly and relish in that juiciness, the lingering sensations here after coming out of that shape. Maybe noticing how The sensations slowly shift and change over time after being out of the shape. How is your body feeling now after that shape and just being here for a moment? Taking one last slow breath here before we gently transition to our next shape. Of course, this is your practice. You can stay in a shape for longer than I am guiding. You can come out of it sooner if it's just not feeling good in your body. You can stay in your neutral shape as long as you need. This is your practice. Honor your body and explore here. So our next shape is going to be dragonfly. So I invite you to just find a gentle space in between the legs. And then from here, we're going to fold forward into the space between the legs. But I invite you to bring in lots of props here in between the legs. You can raise it up like so, creating like a ramp. If you have pillows and blankets, you can do this as well. You can stack a whole bunch of blankets on one end of a pillow to create a ramp. Whatever whatever juiciness of props, of yes, of course, let's go with it, that you need to support your body in this forward fold, to rest your chest on, or to just rest your arms on here. You can also, again, allow the forehead to rest in the hands, a yoga block to rest your forehead on, allowing that upper body again to soften, the shoulders to soften, the upper back to round, the head to hang, anchoring your sit bones into the earth. Really let your butt cheeks to relax, the thighs to relax here, and breathe into the sensations that you may be experiencing in the inside of the thighs, along the lower back, maybe the back of the thighs here. And allowing the muscles to soften, the calves to soften, the feet, the thighs, the whole way up the body. Allowing Mother Earth to hold you here. And again, breathing into the sensations you're experiencing in your dragonfly. Bringing your awareness back to the body if it has wandered. How is your body feeling after being in this shape for a few moments? Have the sensations slowly faded away, and maybe you can go a little deeper in the shape to find that sensation again? Or are you just staying where you are and allowing whatever to come up to just be? Excuse me. When you are ready, you can push the floor away, slowly coming back upright. I invite you to remove whatever props that you may have had in front of you. Slowly bringing your legs to come back towards each other, maybe just hanging out here in a neutral shape. The legs out in front of you. If you want to cross the legs, just take a moment here again in this neutralness, allowing the sensations to linger. How does your body feel now after coming out of that dragonfly? Have the sensations ebbed and flowed? How does your body feel here compared to the beginning of practice? Again, whatever you need here, you can stay in this neutral shape or slowly transition with us into child's pose. Now, child's pose is a shape where we sit on our heels and on the knees. So if you have any knee injuries or that's just inaccessible for you to be able to be on your knees for an extended period of time, you can definitely lay on your back and just hug your knees to your chest. This is the same exact shape as child's pose. It's just on your back. And it's a lot easier for people who have knee injuries or issues with the knee. If you can be on your knees, I do invite you to go ahead and bring your bum to your heels. Bring some space in between the knees. And I invite you to again bring in a pillow, your stack of blankets, whatever prop you have here. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to rest our chest down onto our prop here. The bum still on the heels. We notice that your bum pops up a little bit off your heels. It's totally fine. You can also play around with the spacing of your feet if your toes stay together or if there's space in between and your bum comes more on the floor. This is again whatever feels best for you. Um, it's easier for me to stay on my heels, softening that body to the earth. Allow the chest to rest onto the prop, your thighs to soften, allowing the low back and hips to soften towards the earth. Breathing in again, whatever sensations you may be experiencing in your child's pose, whether you are on your back with your knees to your chest or here on the knees like I am. Allowing yourself to be heavy here. Allow gravity to hold you. Bringing the awareness back to your body. If your mind has wandered, again, it is completely normal. There's no reason to make yourself feel bad or feel like you're doing anything wrong. Coming back to the body, back to the sensations. How are you feeling here after we've been here for some time? Taking one last slow breath in here. Again, you can stay here for as long as you need, or you can follow along and gently bring yourself up out of this shape, pushing the floor away, coming to sit off of the feet, off the heels. If you are on your back, you can just let the legs go. And I do invite you to come into a Shavasana shape here, all the way onto the earth, onto your back. Allowing the legs to lay long, your arms out to your side. You can have them palms up or palms down, whichever way feels good for you. We're coming into the final shape of our yin practice today, the final resting shape here. So allow the head to relax, maybe soften the forehead, the space down around the eyes, softening the cheeks. Maybe remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth to allow your bottom jaw to soften, softening down into the neck, your chest, down into your shoulders against the earth, the upper back. Soften the biceps and the forearms, maybe wiggling your fingers to find stillness here. Allow the ribs to be heavy, your hips to be heavy. Relax the thighs, soften your kneecaps, the calves, maybe the feet fall out to the side, wiggling your toes here to find stillness. Allowing yourself these few minutes of integration, letting the body be fully held and supported by the earth here. Gently wiggling the fingers and the toes. Slowly making your movements just a little bit bigger. Maybe circling the ankles and the wrists. Taking your time to slowly reawaken the body. When you are ready, I invite you to roll over onto your side. And just take a moment here. Just a few breaths as you've gently reawoken the body. You can stay in your final resting shape or here on your side for as long as you need, or if you'd like, you can push the floor away to come back up to seated. Wherever you may be, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today, for starting this 3-day journey to help you come back home to your body. I am so honored to have been here guiding you today. And until tomorrow, namaste. I can't wait to see you for day 2, which will be release and reset. I can't wait to see you. Until then, make sure you like and subscribe so that way you get notifications for day 2 and any future videos that get uploaded here. And I would love, love, love for you to comment below. Just let me know, how did this land for you today? All right, y'all. Love you so much.